Awesome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Skincare Clinic 2024. We're excited to have you guys here, and we just wanted to take some time to talk about how to promote skincare like a pro. And the cool thing about that is that you don't need to know everything. You just need to know what people's needs are and how they can get some results with our skincare, right? And of course, some basics. That's important too, right?
Yeah.
So I have none other than Kayla Williams here from out in California. Whoop,
Hi
whoop.
guys.
She's our resident expert, right? And she is going to share with us these products and how you can get the knowledge and really transfer that knowledge to your customers in a simple, easy way for them to understand and also direct them to the right products. And this is Val Kayla,
Hi.
as you guys know, and this is me, Carol Rivera. And so we're going to team up, the three of us, and we're going to walk through some of these lessons with you guys, a little bit of education, so that you're equipped like a pro. We ready?
Ready. Yes, ma'am.
Amazing. Let me hit that next slide.
Well, hi guys. I'm really excited to be here with you guys. I'm glad that Carolyn Val asked me to kind of share with you guys on a few of my tips, tricks, do's, and don'ts of skincare. Like Carol mentioned, I am a licensed esthetician going on 3 years. But actually, not only am I a licensed esthetician, I used to struggle with acne and skincare and scarring, just all the things you can think of. I went through it. It actually got me started out on my skincare journey. I went through my bout with acne and was really just looking into what would help my skin myself. That's when Stephanie actually got started in business, and she was showing me all the cool samples from artistry, and I started using them here and there, and I was noticing quite a significant difference in my skin. So you can see my before picture. That was actually maybe 2 months into using artistry. So it was a lot worse. Had a lot of redness, a lot of itchiness, dryness, and flaky skin. After about 10 months of using artistry, I went into a full like three step, 7 step, 12 step skincare routine, trying everything that they had to see what truly worked for myself. My skin healed quite a bit, as you can see in the after photo. So that kind of like got me heavily into skincare. I know the last time me and Val talked on skincare, I got overly excited and I took all the time. So I'm going to try not to do that this time. We'll just take it slow. But we can go ahead and go to the next slide. Yes, that is my glow up. Thank you. That's not to say I don't still have breakouts here and there. It skin acne and scarring and the way your skin react can come from a multitude of different things, which we're going to get into today. But the basics you need to know, I call it like the trio, the holy grail: cleanse, tone, moisturize. Those are the 3 easiest steps to get any person, any customer, yourself, a family member started on the right track with skincare. Cleansing obviously is super important. We're out in the day, throughout most of our day, we're out working, we're out going to the gym. You want to make sure that you are lifting any impurities from your skin. You're lifting any dirt, oil, or pollution from the day, getting it out of your pores. So that's always going to be your step one. Most people like to do a double cleanse. I am most people, but that is up to you. Just to make sure you're really getting in. I go to the gym every day. I want to make sure I'm getting all oils out of my skin. Your next step, which will be toning. Most people don't truly understand the benefits of toning, so they tend to skip it. It's actually one of the most vital parts of your skincare routine. A toner not only helps get any leftover impurities off of your skin, but it also seals your pores closed. So you don't want to rinse your skin with warm water at the end of your skincare routine because you're keeping your pores open. It's really good to go ahead and rinse with cold water, pat in your toner to close up your pores, and your toner actually preps your skin for the next product you'll be putting on your face, whether that's your moisturizer, your treat, your support that Carol and Val will go into. It'll help your skin better absorb those products. And then you always want to finish off with a moisturizer. It'll just help rebalance your skin. One thing I hear a lot from certain skin types is that they choose to avoid the moisturizing, which we'll get into that a little bit later, but it is vital for whoever to make sure you're moisturizing your skin to lock in your hydration, and it also balances out your microbiome. So that first layer of your skin, you actually have 7 layers before you get to the deeper tissue, and each product can help reach a different layer of your skincare. Carol's going to go ahead and talk a little bit about treat, and then I'll jump back in.
Wow, I had no idea. 7 layers. That's amazing. Seven's my favorite number, but the treating of your skin between the toning and the moisturize is a razzle dazzle. And I think it's super important if you're interested in really targeting different benefits that you can get from your skincare. The first one we have here is correcting serum. Correcting serum and the defying serum, they just came out. They're brand new. They're fantastic. They're stellar. And what they do is provide a lot of the anti-aging, age fighting benefits in one bottle. And so the first one, the correcting serum, I'm in love with. It's actually more of like the age fighting. So it is typically geared towards like the older crowd that's looking to like work on the deep set wrinkles and the sagging skin and help like advance signs of aging. But I'm a fan of it because I just want all of it. Okay. I want the best I can get, give me the skincare. And so this is definitely one of those. And of course, it's going to give you that hydration, that firmness, that plumpness in your skin. And what's cool is that they talk about guaranteeing a healthier looking skin visibly in just 7 days. Not because they like to make things up, but because they've had clinical trials that they've done with this product and it creates results for you right away. I love that. And then when we look at the defying serum, right, that lighter colored one, we have more of an age-defying bottle there, and so that's gonna help you just keep your skin looking its best. It's a more lightweight serum. It helps with the look of your pores. It helps with hydration and softening your skin's appearance. And they also, guarantee that there's going to be some visible results for you in 7 days. And so obviously you can tell that the two have distinct features there. But if you want to go all out, you get both.
7 days is pretty impressive. It's like a week
Mm-hmm.
results right away. And I need to talk about the vitamin C, hyaluronic acid.
Yeah.
It's been in our catalog for a little longer, but I have testimony on this one. I have had spots in my face, even like a little bit of acne that gets in there, and this thing removes anything. And the more that I use it, the more hydrated my skin looks like. It's just fantastic. Of course, vitamin C is going to fight for those spots and those stains and is going to remove all of that. But then the hyaluronic acid is actually going to super hydrate your skin, which is fantastic. And our vitamin C is really good quality. It's just great when you actually get the packet and you need to mix the vitamin C with the hyaluronic acid. I feel like I'm doing like a little experiment in there. It's actually pretty cool. It goes into the best gift ever for a person that is actually into skincare.
Yes, and I love that you mentioned that because the hyaluronic acid has been, I think, tripled. There's 3 types of
Yes.
hyaluronic acid in there in the new formula. But this is actually helping fight fine lines and wrinkles. And do you guys see the fine lines on my forehead and my crow's feet? No, you don't. No, you don't. And
They're
there's,
not there.
I'm not joking. They're not there because of the serum. It's Amway's best serum. That's
I know
what
you
they
people in
call
the
it.
serum. I think I used to see them. I don't see them anymore.
Okay, there you go. You see, I have a witness. All right. And so the last thing I'll say about that real quick, because I know we got to move on, is that the hyaluronic acid with the competitors on the market,
Yeah.
the reason why ours is, I would stand by it being the best.
Superior, yeah.
Because they talk about a vitamin C that has been sitting on the shelf for months before it gets to you.
And this all mixed already. It's been there forever.
Yep.
Vitamin C cannot survive more than 30 days, isn't it? It's like, it's
Yes.
crazy.
I'm so glad you brought that up, Carol, because that's one of like the biggest points I talk to my clients, my customers about, is that this is one of the purest forms of vitamin C and hyaluronic acid you will find on the market, because it's effective and efficient, because you're doing your own science experiment and creating the product technically yourself. And then I do have just a personal testimony on the vitamin C and hyaluronic acid. I've noticed anytime I use that serum, even if I have like a little bump or anything on my face, I still get compliments on my skin. Like, people can notice a significant difference in your skin just by using that one little serum added to your routine.
I agree.
It's so good. And if us all having some testimony about it doesn't prove to you it's their best serum, I don't know what's going to prove to you. I would just try it if you haven't already.
Yeah.
And last thing is just sharing about the support here and understanding, skincare protection in the sun from UV rays. And
Super important.
Obviously, yeah, and it's important enough for you to add it into your already regular moisturizing third step there. But if you want to go beyond that, like if you live in Florida, right, and you're always exposed to the sun,
Yeah.
this is actually going to provide you an extra 50 SPF there. And the thing about this is that it doesn't have any oil in it, and it also is tinted. So it does like rub in very nicely and it disappears on your skin, right?
Yeah, very good. It's mineral actually. It repels UV lights more than attracting them, so it's fantastic.
Yeah, so this is, in my opinion, the creme de la creme of like
Yeah.
extra UV protection.
Yeah.
Yes, and I would say like this is a very vital part of your skincare routine, especially if you want to elevate it to the next level. Any support, any SPF is just going to maximize your cleanser, your toner, your moisturizer that you're using on your daily basis. And also, if you are using vitamin C on your skin, you must use SPF, because if you don't, what the sun is actually doing is making those dark marks on your face. It's making them darker and making them appear more. So if you're using it, highly recommend using a SPF that helps with UVA and UVB rays. A fun way to remember the difference between UVA and UVB rays: UV aging, UV burning. Those are the difference. One makes you prematurely age. One actually burns your skin.
Okay.
Awesome.
Aging and burning. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
funny you say that, Kayla, because Sejal told me the same thing. She's like, it's so dangerous for you to use this vitamin C without putting sunscreen on after. So right on the
Yeah,
money.
you're reversing all your good hard work.
Yeah.
Very similar to the daytime routine, your nighttime routine is always going to include your cleanse, tone, and moisturize. Depending on what you are targeting for your skin, your treat may look a little different. You may use the defying in the morning and the vitamin C at night, especially if you're not using SPF during the day. That's what I would recommend. Or you may use the vitamin C at night and during the day, and then top it off with a correcting serum. That correcting serum is just going to maximize the potency of your vitamin C, because the vitamin C also has correcting benefits in it. The only difference would be maybe the moisturizer you use would be a little bit thicker because you're using a cream before bedtime rather than a day lotion. And then the difference between your support at night rather than an SPF, you're going to go ahead and layer it all with that sleep mask. I love the sleep mask. I love how thick it is. I love that my face feels so soft in the morning. If I go to the gym in the morning, don't be like me, please. If I go to the gym in the morning, I promise I wash my face 2 times a day at least. I don't wash my face before the gym because I still feel the benefits of the sleep mask on my skin. If I'm gonna sweat, why not sweat out good things? But
I am the same. I'm super in love with it. I wake up and I see my face and my neck because I just put it all over my
yes.
neck and my face and all that. And I've seen tremendous improvement in the size of my pores. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
before and after, I can see how the makeup just stays better and it's not that little orange looking thing because the
Yep.
pores are way smaller.
That's
It's
really
been fantastic improvement in them. I wish I would have had before and after pictures of that, but you can't really notice with my silly camera, but it's been really good.
using which product?
Like the sleepy mask
Yeah.
has
Mm-hmm.
the 7 times fermented cica, just amazing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of the fermented Sika, basically, Sika is something that is nicknamed tiger grass, and it actually comes from the legend that injured tigers rolled in the plant to soothe their skin. How fantastic is that?
For all the geeks out there.
Right here, right here. I needed to know that story because when
That
I
is fun.
put the sleeping mask on, I'm now gonna feel like a tiger just rolling around.
Oh my God.
But
Good
this
stuff, Ivan. Good stuff.
the Sika is antibacterial,
Yeah.
anti-inflammatory, most importantly.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is so vital that you have anti-inflammatory properties there. But what helps you sleep is the lavender, and that's been proven time and
It
time
smells
again
amazing.
to aid in sleep.
It
Yes.
doesn't feel like too heavy for sleep. If you're thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna leave all that mask in my pillow. Not really. Like it's absorbed
Mm-hmm.
very well. Just don't put the whole bottle, but it's amazing.
If you
Yeah.
can help it, help it.
Yes, if you can help
That.
And then something I thought was really important just for you guys to know for yourselves and even for your customers and family and friends is skin types play a huge role in the type of skincare you use for yourself. There are 4 different main skin types, which would be your normal, dry, oily, and combination. And the difference between is normal skin type is typically someone who they could use skincare or they could not, and they have perfect skin. We call it perfect skin, SD world. Like your skin is just perfect. You do nothing to it. They throw water on it. You can't see their pores. Makeup goes on flawless. They have no blemishes. And typically with normal skin type, it's mostly genetics. We were dealt the cards were dealt. So, and then with your dry skin type, you're gonna notice maybe a little bit of texture. Your cheeks are gonna be a little bit dry. Your forehead's gonna be dry. If you pinch your cheek and you let it know, it lets you and you let it go, it lets you know how much collagen production is actually active in your skin. If you pinch your hand and it takes a long time for your skin to snap back to your hand, it's letting you know that your skin is dry. If it snapbacks pretty quickly, is letting you know you have plump, hydrated skin. So dry skin won't do that, and it'll feel really tight, like your skin is constantly like reaching for moisture. The most popular skin type is oily skin, especially if you live in humid places like Florida. Um, everyone is sweating. You have a little bit of a shine. That's okay. You'll probably notice more large pores that Val was touching on. People with oily skin, you can kind of see that their pores are wide open all the time. They're maybe greasy or shiny. Most people think that when they have a dewy look from the normal skin type, it's oily, but they're quite different. If you pat the back of your hand to oily skin type, you'll see the oil on your skin. If you pat the back of your hand to normal skin type, you won't notice any oil on your skin because it's just naturally balanced. Oily skin type is also acne prone. And your skin type can actually change throughout the years depending on how you're eating, your water intake, what you're using on your skin. I used to have very terribly oily skin. My pores were always open. It was just very hard to find something that worked for me before artistry. And then the last one would be combination skin. So this is what you kind of look at your T-zone. So your T-zone is your nose and your forehead. If that area of your face is very oily, but your cheeks are dry, the top of your forehead is dry, you'll call that combination skin. And typically that's a little bit of a harder skin care to normalize. So it's very important that you're on top of it with combination skin. Just a quick tip, if you don't know what type of skin type you have, or if someone you're servicing doesn't know what kind of skin type they have, there's a test actually. If you just wash your face with your cleanser, wait 20 minutes, don't put any products on your face. If you go back to your skin and it looks dry, it looks like there's no moisture on your skin, but it doesn't look dry, like it doesn't look rough, it doesn't look flaky, that's normal skin type. If you go back to your skin and you look at it and it's overly dry, you may notice some like flakiness, or you'll actually see like the dry skin on your face. That's how you know you have dry skin type. If you go back in 20 minutes and just the center, your T-zone is oily, you have oily skin. If also your cheeks are oily, that's a clue that you have oily skin. And then combination, if just the center of your forehead and the bridge of your nose are oily, you have combination skin. And if the rest is dry, it's combination skin. This will let you know what type of skincare specific to artistry skincare lines would be most beneficial for you or anyone else who's looking to kind of up their skincare routine.
Very cool. Wow. How good was that, guys? Thank you so much. I'm gonna go do that test right after this.
I kind of want to do it too to see where I'm at now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Me too.
So these will be kind of the different lines you'll work with depending on your skin type. So balancing is really good for oily skin. This is my favorite line. It just keeps my skin very, very well balanced. I'm not oily. I love the matte finish in the day lotion as well as the gel moisturizer because it's not overly mattifying to where it makes me look dry, but it balances the oils in my skin just enough to give me that glow. It looks like an effortless glow. You don't look greased down. It's perfect. And then for dry skin is our hydration line. It's packed full of hydration, antioxidants, the white chia seed that's going to pull in all that moisture to your skin. Speaking of the vitamin C and hyaluronic acid, I love to add in with the hydration line because the hyaluronic acid, its main benefit is that it pulls in healthy moisture from the air to your skin. If you have dry skin, that's what it's doing. It's attaching any healthy molecules in the air to your skin to create your skin looking plump, hydrated throughout the day without being overly oily, excuse me. And then for mature skin, combination skin, you can use the Renew line. The mature skin would be typically women 45 and older. If they struggle with acne in their teens and 20s, it can be as early as 30s and 40s to use the Renew line, just to kind of rebalance their skincare. My grandmother loves to use this line. She reorders every month, and she goes through. I swear she's using too much sometimes because she goes through it so fast. But she's like, I just love it. She puts it all over her face and her neck. She loves the cleanser and she loves the cream. I love that the hydration and the Renew line come with creams, so they're a little bit thicker. They hold to your skin a little bit better. It's more for throughout the daytime hydration, while the balancing line is a day lotion and the matte gel lotion. So it's a little bit thinner. If you have oily skin, it won't show that you're super shiny. And then each of these lines all come with an SPF specific to your skin type. That's amazing. I know Carol and Val touched on the SPF earlier, and they talked about how the new UV SPF absorbs into your skin perfectly. With most SPFs on the market, they don't make them per skin type. You get what you get. So if they're catering to someone who has more dry skin, it's going to be a very oily SPF. If they're catering to someone who already has oily skin, no matter what you have, you will look dry because it's going to try to mattify your skin. So with Artistry, they were very intentional about making multiple products per line that cater directly to what you're going to need for your skin.
Very cool. That is fantastic.
That is good stuff. And I'll tell you that one thing to add on that, Kayla, if I can add anything to your expertise,
Absolutely,
is the fact that I've learned personally that this can also be affected by the climate. I use the balancing because I have oily skin, but literally the moment I leave Florida and the humidity isn't as much, yeah, my skin dries up like a one of those dried figs or something, like a raisin, and it's horrifying. So I've actually learned to travel with my hydration travel kit because that actually is what I end up needing.
Yeah, I have a combination, so I do use the renewing, but sometimes the cleanser from the balancing, it's fantastic. So I sometimes mix it because it's just amazing. Some months or some seasons, right? Maybe summer, you're a little bit more oily, and then winter, you're a little bit more dry in your skin. So I want to change that.
That's actually a good point. I know I spoke about double cleansing. It's something we preach heavily in SD World. It's actually what we're taught to do. So I didn't used to do that pre-schooling, but now I definitely do. But it's good to kind of try all the cleansers, toners, and moisturizers to know what works for you during the different seasons, like Val mentioned. But also when I double cleanse, foaming cleansers like the Renewing Foam Cleanser and the Foam Mousse, they lift impurities out of your skin a lot easier than a gel cleanser would. So I typically will go in with my foaming mousse or my foaming renewing cleanser to kind of get that jump start on lifting the impurities. And then I'll go on with my gel cleanser because for me, I'm trying to balance my skin. I don't want all the oils in my skin. So typically the last thing you want to show on your skin is the last cleanser you'll use if you're trying to double cleanse.
I'm gonna be a double cleanser now because that makes so much sense to me. Thank you, Kayla, for telling me the hydrating mousse cleanser.
Oh, absolutely.
Very cool. Very cool.
And I think we all can find this. Our Amway website, it's full of gold. There's so many treasures in there. But if you actually search for a skincare healthy tips or skincare out of routines. It comes with a bunch of articles. So this is just one of many that is out there. It's actually listing 5 tips for healthy skin. And it's not just the skincare products, but it also includes other products that you can educate your customers, your family members, yourself on how to have really, really healthy skin. And the number one tip is to have good sleep. And for that, we have so many good products. Of course, sun protection. We've talked about that. There's specific vitamins that they recommend, like the super antioxidant Rockstar vitamin A, C, and E. And of course, we have antioxidant twist tubes out there as well. But it's really good for you to understand what happens with antioxidants, because we're talking cellular level, and we're not going into the deep in there, but I'm a geek into cellular level. And it's because you have a good cell, you will have a good tissue. And then if you have a good tissue, you have a good organ. And then if you have a good organ, you have good skin, good body, right? It's so important. And of course, collagen is the fourth tip in there, and hydration. So these are just some of the products that we have to follow all of the tips. And if, for example, my dad is not super crazy about skincare, right? But I can recommend sleeping gummies, which he was just telling me, I'm not sleeping well. I'm like, no wonder, daddy, don't wonder. You really need these gummies, okay? And then of course, collagen is out there. I love the peptides, but we're recommending here the vitamin format and the hyaluronic acid with collagen shot, which it is fantastic. Actually, it has hyaluronic acid, so that's a tip. You can actually consume it too. It's super hydrating and super good for your tissue if you're trying to heal or just recover or heal some of your scarring. Like that would be the perfect product to utilize. And then, of course, to be proactive and offsetting the oxidation process that our cells are constantly fighting. Our cells, we're aging every day. Like this is it. We're going forward, right? So you want to fight the oxidation process. That's why the antioxidant keeps your cell young. So for that, we have super antioxidants out there. Like Slimetry has super antioxidant green tea, and some of our new excesses, we didn't put it here, but they're coming with new green tea, which you actually want to tap into that. Our twist tubes antioxidants are fully on that. Vitamin C is like the rock star of the antioxidants out there, and of course it helps a lot with your immune system as well.
Oh yeah.
And there's so many: CoQ10, turmeric, like vitamin A, vitamin E for cellular health. All of that is in your store. So get the best benefits of that, and be sure to educate your customers on that. Twist tubes for hydration, the electrolytes, a super favorite out there because the flavor is so good. Fruit punch. And I'm a water lady. Like I really only drink alkaline water if I can, but our perfect water is superior to any other water out there. So study why, and make sure that you explain the benefits of consuming perfect water, because these is like designated for athletes out there. It's super hydrating. The molecule is smaller. Your gut absorbs it faster. That's why you're like drinking it and going right away to the restroom. Like it's just fantastic the way that this hydrates your body.
So good. And let me just tie it all together. If Kayla doesn't have anything to add before we wrap it up.
No, I just wanted to touch on the perfect water. It is really good, super hydrating. And I think what most people don't understand about antioxidants is how it actually works. And that is when free radicals are in your body or in the air, it kind of attacks those healthy neurons in your body. And it could be a negative, it could be positive, or it could be neutral. But the main key is that it's a free radical, meaning it's not paired, which is causing an imbalance in your skin, in your body, in the environment. And so what items like vitamin C, vitamin A, and the perfect water do, they're actually pairing up those free radicals, and they are getting rid of those impurities so that your vitamins, your supplements, your water can be most beneficial for you. And then this is kind of fun. It was annoying when I found out. About water is, we drink water all day, or we should be drinking water as often as possible. But what we don't know is, skin is our major organ, our first biggest organ. And it's actually the last organ to receive any hydration from your water intake throughout the day. It has to go through your entire body and then seep through your pores to hydrate your skin. So if you're not drinking enough water throughout your day, your skin is not nearly as hydrated enough as you would want it to be to have healthy, glowing skin. And a quick tip is that everyone should be drinking half their body weight in water. So if you weigh 200 pounds, drink 100 ounces of water. If you weigh 100 pounds, drink 50 ounces of water. That's the best way to know that you're getting the minimal maximal amount of water intake, and then anything more surplus for your skin and your body to just keep functioning and firing how you want it to throughout your daily.
That's
Actually, I
powerful.
want to talk real quick about free radicals, and we hear it
Sure.
over some of our audios. But getting your LTD media as well, there's a lot of treasures in there as well under some of the health research that we have available. It talks a lot about that, and our double X
Mm,
vitamin is a super antioxidant that actually, because of the phytonutrients, right, it's going to touch on that, and it's going to help with free radicals as well, which is just an electron. It could be negative or positive, that's just not connected to the right cell, and it's just creating the imbalances as either making your body too acidic or too basic. So you don't want that. That produces or incentivizes sickness. So you don't want that.
mhm,
That's really powerful that you guys were able to really tie the idea of free radicals and how our skin really plays a part in all of that. And I'd like to kind of bridge the gap here because, yes, somebody can know about these things for healthy skin, but it's our, responsibility to educate
Yeah,
them because they may or may not know. And, I always tell people, hey, if you have a skincare routine and you're not taking collagen, well, you're not getting the full effect of your skincare routine that you're investing in, right?
agree. Yeah,
And so, with that said, remember the same people that are investing in their skincare are the same people that are also interested in investing in their health. And they're going to be open-minded to hearing about the rest of the picture, so to
yeah,
speak, about healthy skin. So
good stuff.
go out there and share these products with excitement because they get results. And if you're using them yourself, each and every single one of you probably already experienced these results. So you can speak from personal testimony. But yeah, that is it. You guys have been amazing. And we are excited to hear how you're able to share it with your customers. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Thank you, Kayla. You're the
You're
best.
welcome.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Anytime.